Hello and welcome to week 44 of the FrankenScrap Crochet Along, and this week we're making the waffle stitch piece. The waffle stitch is a really popular and easy stitch that has got this beautiful texture that looks like the surface of a waffle. So to make this piece you're going to start with a foundation chain of 20. Okay, so I'm just going to put a stitch marker in the last chain from my hook because the turning chain will count as your first stitch. Okay, so in the fourth chain from your hook, you're going to make a double crochet. And then double crochet in every stitch across. So the square I've made for the blanket is in a multicoloured yarn, a variegated one, but this works really well in a single colour stitch, single colour yarn as well. Okay, so at the end of this row you're going to have a stitch count of 18, including that turning chain. And your stitch count for every row will be 18, and that will stay the same for all of your rows throughout this piece. Oops. And last couple of stitches. Okay. So now I'm going to turn and chain one. The chain one does not count as a stitch. And then I'm going to make a double crochet turning chain in that first stitch. So you can just make a chain 3 if you prefer. I prefer this, what I call the alternate turning chain, and the link to the video on how to make that is in the description. Okay, in the next stitch we're going to make a front post double crochet. So this turning chain counts as your first stitch. So that's your first post below, and we're going to be working around this second one for your front post double crochet. So hook behind that post with that stitch, pull through, and then finish as a double crochet. So you don't work the stitch behind there, work the next one across and into there, make a double crochet, and double crochet in the next stitch as well. Now we're going to make another front post double crochet. So we're going to have 2 double crochet and then a front post double crochet. So skip those 2 and around the next one make another front post double crochet, and then normal double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then we make another front post double crochet. Okay, so your pattern throughout is 2 double crochet and then a front post double crochet, 2 double crochet, front post double crochet, and you'll do that across the row. Just sort my yarn out here. Okay, so done 1, 2, and another front post double crochet. Oops. Excuse my dogs in the background. All the way to the end. Oops. Two. And then when you have 2 stitches left, I'm going to make a front post double crochet in the second to last stitch, and then the last stitch of the row It's going to be in that turning chain, and it will be a double crochet. And that is row 2. Okay, so it's a nice easy 3-stitch repeat. Okay, so now we're going to make our next row. So we're going to turn, and you see you've got the opposite pattern on the back. Chain 1 and make a double crochet turning chain in that first stitch, and this counts as your first stitch as well. Just pop a stitch marker in there. Okay. So in the next stitch we're going to make a double crochet, and then around the next 2 stitches we're going to make a front post double crochet. Okay. So the one to the back is going to be a normal double crochet, and then around these 2 that stand out at the front you're going to make a front post double crochet. So a normal double crochet in there, front post double crochet around the next 2 stitches, and we'll do that all the way across the row. Double crochet in the next stitch, front post double crochet around the next 2 stitches. So I'll just turn that around. You can see how that creates this lovely waffle, and we got the bar coming in across the middle there. So continue on with that pattern across the row. And then a double crochet in the stitch that looks like it's at the back, front post double crochet around both the stitches that are standing out. So when you've got 2 stitches left, you're going to double crochet in each of them, and then turn. So the entire rest of the piece is a repeat of rows 2 and 3, and you'll end on a repeat of row 2. So chain 1, make your turning chain in the first stitch, and then carry on with the repeat of row 2. So front post double crochet around the next stitch, which is the one that's standing out, and then normal double crochet in the next 2 stitches, which are the ones to the back. And doing this row completes that square here, and the stitch is as simple as that. So you've got 36 rows for this piece. Okay, and row 36 will be a repeat of row 2. So once you've finished row 36, you can go ahead and cut off and weave in your ends. And then it's time to join this piece to the rest of your FrankenScrap. So to see where this piece fits, along with the full joining instructions, click the link beneath this video and it will take you to the blog post where you can find all the information you need. And don't forget, if you have any questions or just want to join in the chat with your fellow FrankenScrappers, you can go and join our Facebook group as well, and the link is beneath this video. So once you finish joining, that's this week complete, and I shall see you next week for the next piece. Bye for now.